Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Legal Bites, the official podcast of Cummings and Cummings Law, where our primary focus is on helping small and medium-sized businesses and their owners redomesticate out of high tax jurisdictions to friendlier states like Florida and Texas. Today, I am breaking down a recent article that was posted on Zero Hedge on January 14th entitled Need to Escape Socialism? Come to Florida. This article was authored by Jeffrey Folks from American Thinker, and it contrasts the qualitative freedom gap between states like Florida and Texas against those including New York and California. Jeffrey argues it's not just about higher taxes, rather, it is a more fundamental loss of liberty and discouragement of enterprise and entrepreneurship that is driving even middle of the road people and their companies to states like Florida and Texas. And from my vantage point at my law firm, I can safely say these same forces are fueling California's mass business exodus. But first, a brief introduction. My name is Chad Cummings, and I am an attorney and certified public accountant serving clients in matters of business, tax, and commercial law in the states of Florida and Texas. I am Chief Executive Officer of the multi-state, multi-attorney law firm Cummings and Cummings Law. And in addition to my day job, I also teach business and tax law at the university level. I hold 4 degrees, including 2 law degrees, together with a bachelor's degree in accounting and a master's degree in taxation, as well as 11 professional licenses and certifications covering accounting, tax, audit, and of course, the law. My firm website is www.cummings.law. Now, Jeffrey paints New York as a cautionary tale. He speaks of high taxes, endless regulations, and a slide into socialism, his word, not mine, where freedom erodes daily. In contrast, Florida and Texas offer low taxes that keep dropping, not increasing, business friendly policies, and that perpetual weather associated with the Sun Belt, symbolizing opportunity, good weather, I might add. He stresses the attitude difference. Some states foster innovation and personal responsibility, while others, like New York and California, burden creators and innovators with compliance measures. Now, the same could be said for California. California's proposed 2026 Billionaire Tax Act, which proposes a 5% one time tax on worldwide net income above a certain threshold, exemplifies this egregious overreach retroactively. Get that in your head, retroactively punishing success, even if you leave the state. Now, at my law firm, we have redomesticated many California businesses fleeing exactly this oppressive environment. Jeffrey's point about regulations turning compliance into a full time job mirrors what our clients are already enduring, or at least were enduring before they left the state, including notably California's AB5 gig worker laws, endless environmental and real estate permits, and franchise taxes that consume profits. One recent client, a Los Angeles based logistics company, redomesticated to Tampa, Florida, cutting its tax load by 27% while escaping Prop 65 labeling mandates that added $500,000 in annual costs. There were immediate savings the first year. Similarly, in Texas, we moved a Sacramento software firm to Houston, leveraging no state income tax in Texas and specialized business courts that shave litigation time from years to months or even weeks in some cases. Now, Florida's allure is obvious. Zero state income tax in many cases saves a $100 million company up to $9 million yearly compared to California's almost 9% corporate rate. Unlimited homestead exemptions protect primary residences from creditors, which is vital for executives facing California's extremely aggressive franchise tax board audits. Robust asset protection trusts safeguard family offices, unlike California's revocable versions. And Texas is quite similar, with no income tax in many cases, plus lower property taxes in cities like Austin. Our clients report 20 to 40% drops in operational costs alone post move. Now, there are many implications here. First order implications: direct flight of capital out of California, like Google co founders unwinding over 60 California LLCs out of the state. Second order consequences include job losses. Jeffrey noted that regulations stifle hiring, and a redomesticated company which moves out of the state takes countless roles south. Well, I shouldn't say countless, but what I really mean by that is it varies quite a bit, right? A two-person startup might lose two jobs. Certainly, larger organizations will have greater consequences, gutting local economies, and there are third-order consequences to consider as well. California's state budget could implode, forcing deeper cuts to services, more taxes on those left behind, and a vicious cycle that Jeffrey Folks calls a quote unquote socialist nightmare that repels investment. If your business is still anchored in the Golden State or in another state that is business unfriendly, now is the time to redomesticate to Florida or Texas. If you have questions regarding redomesticating your existing LLC or corporation, please use the link in the description for more information on this process and to schedule time for us to speak about your specific situation. Again, my name is Chad Cummings, and I hope that you found this information useful. As always, the information in this presentation is general in nature and is not legal advice, because legal advice, by definition, must be specific to a particular set of facts and circumstances. Should you have any questions regarding this information or the content of any of my many earlier presentations on this topic, please visit my firm website at www.cummings.law to schedule time for a consultation. I look forward to the opportunity to speak with and perhaps even work with you very soon.